I was staying at the shelter back in June, and one of the women there was related to the one of the women here and was talking about it, and I was like, hey, that sounds really great. And so I started coming, and I met Chas, and it's been unreal. I mean, at first I was like, well, I don't drink or do drugs, that's why I'm not with my husband, so I don't know if I should go there. But it was the best thing I ever did, because the more I sat and listened, the more I realized that there are other addictions, and these women were feeling the way that I was feeling, and they've been through what I've been through, and it's just been a major, major support. I think just the fact of opening up my heart to God and to other people, because I was never religious, never really kind of believed in God, and thought, well, if I did, people are going to think I'm crazy. And just the women here and hearing their stories and just being able to talk and realize that, wow, there is life. I mean, there is a God, there is life, and I'm not alone.
Well, first and foremost, when they come in, I want them to find hope here. That they don't have to do this alone. That their situation is not hopeless. And we want to teach them and equip them to be personally responsible for their lives and the lives of their children. And there's a process in that. And I think the number one thing is that they find hope, that they can do this, that there is a God who loves them, and if they surrender their lives to Him and do it His way instead of doing it our way, that there's hope.
This particular time was
God. It was different. It was different for me this time. Before, he was never in the equation.
right. I have never really had good relationships with women. It goes back to my relationship with my mother when I was growing up was strained at best. And in this group, with Chastity and the girls, I have found a fellowship that is something that is different for me. Like building blocks, something I can, something real.
Number one thing is that they can pray. We definitely need prayer. We have a lot of things, that only God can fix. I heard somebody say recently that only God can unscramble an egg. I've been meditating on that, and that's for sure. Some of the other things that we need is we offer every woman that comes in off the street a recovery Bible that has 12-step devotions in it. We give them a bag with toiletries or little pocket calendars and journals and things that we put in it, and we give it to every woman, whether they come back again or not. They get that. Then after they've been here a little while, we offer a 12-step workbook that goes with it to go through the 12 steps. That we ask that they give a $5 donation if they're able, and if they're not, we give it to them. So finances are a big need. We also would like to be able to house a woman if she calls at 12:30 at night, to put her in a hotel until we can figure out what the next step is for her life. I have a tendency of bringing them into my home. I have 9 children. I can't do that. Our ultimate goal is that we would have a home one day for these women, a crisis center that would offer rehabilitation for the mothers and a place for the children to go in the same facility so that they don't get lost in the system, so that they can be incorporated into the recovery. I know not seeing your children is like having your arms ripped off. And, we also need maybe women to sponsor somebody to supervise a visitation. Some of the women are involved with Child Protective Services, and they need to have a visit during the week, and they need somebody that will check out with the background check to provide sponsorship. We also sponsor a woman to get her license, to take a workshop maybe, once they've getting sober and they're moving forward, job training, things like that we'd like to put them through. So right now one of our biggest needs are the financial part of it, just to be able to reach out to the community and do what we want to do.